play in Game 4 at the Garden tonight. The score at the end of 2 periods, the Boston Bruins won, the Montreal Canadiens nothing. Montreal coach Pat Burns has been taking a little heat of late, including a story out of Montreal that he might resign. Well, he has straightened that out, said yesterday he will never resign. NESN's Steve Burton has more on the former cop turned coach. Steve?
He knows his job is on the line. Pat Burns, a Montreal maestro, is starting to feel the heat. His Habs are 1 game away from the dustpan.
Anybody who gets swept is a slap in the face. I don't care who it is. The Wings are in the same situation as us. They've had a great season. They're into a situation where they could get swept. It's a slap in the face to any team. Probably more to ours than any because of the situation right now. But hey, we'll take the slap and we'll see what they'll decide after that.
What has happened to the first-place Canadiens? They squeaked by a 7-game nail-biter with Hartford and haven't won on the road since March 3rd. The biggest mystery has been Patrick Roy, to everyone except the Bruins.
Pat struggled. He struggled in Game 1 and he struggled on 1 goal last night. It's a tough situation. You don't want to criticize a guy like that because he's so important to our club and he's made us win so many hockey games. I'd rather take the heat than to have him take the heat. I'd rather take heat to see a lot of other guys that have been tearing their heart out to win. I don't mind taking the heat. I'll take it, and I know I'm going to take it.
Burns knows how to take it. He's an ex-cop who's tough. And tough is one ingredient you need when you're the head coach in the mecca of hockey. The Montreal media will eat you alive.
Well, that's their job. That's what they're paid to do, and I guess that's what I'm paid to do, is to take it. I think that I've done my best. I'm the same coach I have been in the last 4 months. I'm the same coach that they decided to sign for another 2 years because they believed in me. I haven't changed. I haven't changed any situations. I haven't changed anything. It's just that right now we're going through a tough period, and they have to blame somebody, so I guess they need me.
Well, I think, he has a tough job, especially in Montreal. I don't know what we've been lacking. I think we're trying to panic a little bit more than we used to. We don't play with the same confidence that we did at the start of the season. It's tough to pinpoint one reason or another, but right now we're losing 3-0 in the series. The only way we can look is up and hopefully, catch a few breaks here and there in the 4th game and turn the things around.
There's been talk that Pat Burns wants out of Montreal and that other teams want you. How do you respond to that?
That was the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. If I wanted out of Montreal, I'd resign from Montreal, but I tell it right now to the media, Pat Burns will never, never, never quit Montreal. If I leave Montreal, it's because I've been fired. I don't want to go anywhere else. I haven't been offered anything else, and I don't want to go anywhere else. If the Montreal Canadiens do not want my services anymore, all they have to do is tell me and fire me. But Pat Burns will never, never resign from the Montreal Canadiens or quit. I'm not a quitter.
The Bruins and the Canadiens at the end of 2 periods in the Garden, Game 4 of their Adams Division title series, and the Bruins lead at 1-0. Bruins, of course, the lead in the series, 3-0. I'll be back with game highlights. We have a Stanley Cup flashback coming up when Boston Bruins hockey continues here on your New England Sports Network. Get a new thrill every week as the American adventurer takes you from the bottom of the sea to the wild blue yonder. Tuesday night at 6:30 on NESN, your ticket to the wilder side of sports.
Hold on, folks. Buckle up.
Barkley for 3! Oh, no! If you love basketball, this is the show for you. The plays of the week, player profile, and magic moments from the past. It's all in NBA action.
NBA action, Tuesday nights at 7 on NESN.
See it all on Primetime Motorsports.
Motorsports, NASCAR, IndyCar, NHRA, IMSA, and much, much more. Prime Time Motorsports.
Tonight at 8:30 on Nesson, your ticket to the best in motorsports.
Take a ride on the wild side. Motorcycles' hottest runs from around the globe with the World Grand Prix Tour and the AMA Road Racing Series. Motorcycle Madness.
Thursday night at 9 on Nesson. The goals haven't come in bunches for anyone this year, but last year, April 25th, the Bruins' Cam Neely stole the show in Boston's 4-1 Game 5 win over Montreal with his second playoff hat trick of the season. Neely went on to score 16 playoff goals in '91, setting a new club record for goals in one postseason. And tonight, Boston-Montreal, Game 4, Adams Division Title Series. The Bruins bidding for a playoff sweep against the Montreal Canadiens for the first time since 1929. That, by the way, was also the year the Bruins won their first Stanley Cup. And after 2 periods, Boston won, Montreal nothing. Tonight's first period was a goalie show. Roy Canadiens mowed Boston.
In deep, drops it in front. Loose, save, Roy on Murray. Oh, that was it. Gains the line, gives it to Lester. Lester cutting, moving, shooting. Oh, what a save by Patrick Roy. Again, standing up. Pulling a shot, goes wide. Shot, quick run on a great save there. Honduras who almost put it home. And his pass broken up. And a breakaway by Gilchrist, short-handed. Coming, a save by Andy Moog on the breakaway.
Which is why the score was tied. Zip, zip, end of the first. Also why it stayed that way well into the second.
Don Sweeney over the line, the shot, the save, Roy. Short-handed bid, Don Sweeney.
Roy soft, they said, early in the series. Not tonight. Big break Boston. Brian Skrudland sent away for 4 for that hit on Adam Oates. Chance the Bruins just would not let slip by.
He goes deep. Cross play. Oh, shot, save, score! The Bruins knock it in, Poulin. And the Bruins on a power play, make it 1-0.
Poulin got it. Oates and Reed, the 2 assists. Boston by 1 and darn near 2 on the second power play.
Holding in the corner, right back to Murphy, in, shot, save by Roy.
Who is the reason the Bruins lead?
Save by Roy.
Excuse me, who is the reason the Bruins lead is just 1. And that 1 by Dave Poulin, 12:08, Oates and Reed on a power play. Boston leads it 1-0. Obviously a very unusual situation for the Montreal Canadiens as they come into Boston Garden down 3-0, which means they are trying to become only the 3rd team in the history of hockey to rally from a 3-game deficit and win a playoff series. They would, though, obviously very much like to take this back to the Forum.
We're living day to day right now, and we're just looking to live another day, really. We're going to go out there with a positive attitude. I think this team still has a lot of confidence in itself. Done well all year, and we've been through a lot of trials and tribulations, and I think we're going to be able to come back.
I'm sure that everyone over there has mentioned sweep as we have mentioned getting swept. So, it's both sides of the hall of different situations, but obviously they're thinking it, and we've got to go out and stop it from happening.
I think the most important thing to think about it's game by game. I think we have a chance to come back. Just believe we can do it, but just game by game, and that's the only way I think you can come back.
And the win the Bruins need to pull off that sweep is 20 minutes away. A very long 20 minutes. Boston won, Montreal nothing through 2 periods from Boston Garden. Back with a third. Greg Cusick, Derek Sanderson, and Dave Shea when Nesson's coverage of the 1992 Stanley Cup continues.
It was just another Saturday afternoon until those old guys came out of the woods with axes. Just when they thought it couldn't get any weirder, it did. They even brought their own music.
Awesome! Hey, fellas, how about a cold bud? A bud?
Obviously, we thought alike.
Oh, that's cold.
Bring the mic on Rust.
I hate rust.
Iron Mike on tough.
This is tough. Rust tough. This is rust. Oleum? The dictionary defines tough as strong. Not easily influenced. Like me. The definition of oleum is... Ah! We sprayed this rusty metal plate with fast-drying rust tough. Exposed the rusted metal, then placed it in the torture salt fog chamber. The rust didn't spread. It stayed tough. You want tough? What do you want? Oleum. Got rust? Get tough. Rust tough.
Very fine. Great tasting fruit juices and drinks.
We drove an engine 200,000 grueling miles using new Mobil 1. Then we ripped it apart. What did we find? Nothing. Nothing. Virtually no engine wear. What kept these vital engine parts like new? This part. New advanced formula Mobil 1. It keeps your engine running like new.
By the way, if the Bruins do go on to win this series against the Montreal Canadiens, Nesson's next telecast would be the third game of the conference title series against either the Rangers or the Penguins, and that would be on Thursday night, May the 21st. For now, at the end of 2 periods from Boston Garden, it's Boston 1, Montreal nothing. Back to Fred Cusick, Derek Sanderson, and Dave Shea.
All right, Tommy, thank you. Things are pretty tight here, but pretty wide open in the other Wales Conference Division final. That's between the Rangers and the Penguins. Let's take a look at the highlights from that one. The defending Stanley Cup champions hosting Game 4 at the Igloo. They're down 2-1 in the series. They were also quickly down 1-0 in the game. Randy Gillen off the left wing slides the backhander home for his first of the playoffs. And Hingham native Tony Amonte would quickly make it 2-0 Rangers on this breakaway, his third goal of the playoffs. However, Mike Needham, who would not even be in the Igloo if Mario Lemieux were healthy, picks up his own rebound and fires it past Mike Richter. That gets the Penguins right back in it at 2-1. However, in the second period, Mike Richter is called on to put the stop on a Rick Tocchet attempt. Tocchet face down, got the shot off, but Richter made the save. That keeps it 2-1 Rangers until Brian Leach will tee one up. It'll deflect off of Pittsburgh's Ron Francis to a wide open Mark Messier. He has the open short side and bangs it home. Francis, however, gets the Penguins right back in it, and they give them a little momentum going into the dressing room. Francis from Stevens. It is 3-2 Rangers as they head into the dressing room at the end of 2 periods of play. A good one going there. A great one going here.
Dave Poulin put the Bruins up 1-0. Brian Skrudland a little bit too aggressive. Got himself involved in a double minor and the first of the 2 penalties. Bruins here, good work in the corners. Rick Bowness has chosen to put his penalty killers out there. Adam Oates with the shot, Poulin with the rebound.
Well, the Bruins have done a tremendous job at protecting a lead that they have carried into the third period. As you saw that graphic just a moment ago, they are 5-0 when they have carried a lead into the third period in the playoffs this season.
That doesn't mean a thing at this juncture. With the Montreal Canadiens, they don't care about it, Dave. The Bruins have got to go out and play the same way they're playing.
Yeah, Savard and Dion on the wings, and at center, Muller. And Poulin breaks it up and knocked down by Dion. Dion fires in. John Sweeney lets it go, and Savard has it. Loses to Poulin, who's back-checking, turns the net, and leads it 3-on-2 Boston. Duras is open, and the play is broken up by Daniel. Back comes Muller. And Lazaro moving on him, but he gets it into the corner. Puts it across to the right point. Shot, a screen, a beautiful save on Desjardins by Andy Moe. With the right pad, the Canadiens will be going all out. The Bruins will be getting those 3-on-2s, or maybe even better. But right now, it is kept in for Muller. A shot, a save, and the rebound, a save on Dion. And a penalty coming up on Boston. And Andy Moe kept the Canadiens at bay.
He certainly did with 3 excellent saves. The one from Desjardins, as difficult as any of them, he's kind of slipped the right leg out there. Here's the one down low. There's one save. No one gets to the rebound. Why? Dave Poulin took him down, out, and over. But here's the shot from Desjardins on the corner. It gets deflected. A Moog, the right leg.
Well, this is a significant power play for Montreal because that man is the man in the box. Dave Poulin and Dave Reed, sensational, killing penalties in tandem. Now Reed is going to have to find a new partner.
Gilchrist and Oates on the faceoff. 6th power play Montreal. Faceoff. Weimer able to clear it as Oates won it cleanly.
Adam Oates has just been doing a marvelous job in all facets of the game.
Oates stays on there as a penalty killer. With Reed. With Weimer and Murphy. And away comes LeBeau. LeBeau over the line, check. Bruins can't clear it though. Pass in now, blocked, and Murphy clears this one.
Good response by Murphy, not only taking out LeBeau from the blue line in, to shake him off and get onto the puck.
Bruins at center ice. Bob Sweeney broke it up. It popped into the stands at a face-off called in the neutral zone.
Again, see Gord Murphy at work here. Stephane LeBeau leading a rush up to the blue line. Murphy gets a stick on it, breaks it up, stays with LeBeau. Then he turns around, never turned his back on the puck, makes the play. That's what you have to do. When you make the great play, it is never over in hockey. You must continue to follow the puck, keep your eye on the puck. Murphy did, shook his man off, got up, made the play, cleared it up.
Bob Sweeney, Lazaro, penalty killers with Don Sweeney and Wesley. The draw to Wesley. Able to clear. Daniel starting the power play. 1:15 left on that power play for Montreal. 1-0 Boston. Opening minutes, 3rd period. Daniel in the center ice, Corson. Corson for LeBeau, looked offside. Moe gets it around. Lazaro able to clear it out. Desjardins could not contain it. Desjardins flips it in. Don Sweeney there. And his clear goes into the stands. It deflected off somebody at a face-off called in the Boston zone. 50 seconds on the Canadian power play.
Boy, even though the Bruins are sitting with a 3-0 lead, you could feel the electricity in this crowd and almost the nervous energy that's going through the building, as if this were a 7th game instead of a clinching game with a comfortable 3-0 lead.
Well, the Bruins do never want to take the Canadiens lightly. They came out tonight, showed complete respect for a great organization. They have worked extremely hard. So has Montreal, but the Bruins have been in their face all day. Great defensive game. If you're a hockey purist, the last 3 games have been sensational games to watch.
Here is Muller, Savard, Dion, Daniel, Brisebois. And Oates on the draw with Muller.
Canadiens trying to get in motion. You're much more difficult to get the check in motion.
Over on the boards, and the Canadiens able to keep it in. From Muller. Muller in the corner, puts it in front, knocked away by Moe. Sends Reed out with Oates. Reed gives it to Oates. Oates coming. Trying to put it in front. Block. Gets a second chance. Tipped wide by Roy. Short-handed bid. Ruzicka is out there as a penalty killer. Oh, wait a minute. Face-off coming up.
Penalty Montreal, Fred, I think. Terry Gregson went flying in there when Rosie went down.
And it is Boston 1, Montreal nothing in the 3rd period on Nesson.
Get this close to the thrill of real life on the Discovery Channel. It's your world.
Marcel Dion, excuse me, Gilbert Dion. So easy to say Marcel.
Well, you've said it for so many years. The brother of Marcel Dion, one of the greatest centermen ever to play this game. all-time LA Kings leading scorer.
Gilbert went in high on Rosie in the corner. What a hunch, or was it a hunch, by Rick Bowness getting Ruzicka out there.
Maybe somebody wasn't ready. Rosie was. You don't know.
On the draw, Muller able to work it free. Each team shorthanded. Weimer checks the play. Donato flipping it up. He's taken down heavily and ran into the linesman. Now back up. He's able to clear it in. In 9 seconds, the Bruins go on a power play. And Donato at the backboards, trying to get it free. Here's Chuck trying to kick it free. He does, up to Oates. Oates checking in for Donato. Power play Boston now, trying to keep it in. Donato weaves it to Murphy. Murphy can't keep it inside the line. Nice playing. Stick handling by Donato. Back comes Oates. Oates wide. They back off it. His pass is blocked and cleared away by Savard. As he is belted down by Schneider. That is Oates. Bruins are on a power play. Leading 1-0. Canadiens clear. Poulin is out there. He has the lone goal. Behind the net, it's blocked. Batted in front. Dangerous. Bruin fell down on the play. I believe it was Murphy. And Savard almost had a chance. Now Courtnall. Killing time in the Montreal zone. Able to clear it all the way down. 40 seconds, Boston power play. Murphy. Poulin. Poulin for Wesley. Wesley gains the line. Clears it in. Daigneault there. Able to drive it right out. Back comes Weimer. After him is Courtnall. 20 seconds, Boston power play. Bruins leading 1-0. Wesley, center ice. Lead in for Reed. Reed goes deep. Behind the net. Checked on the play all the way by Desjardins. He's checked by Oates. By Leach. They battle. Leach. Desjardins gets it free. For Schneider around the boards. Weimer trying to keep it in. With his skate he does. Taps it up. Blocked. Knocked away. Full strength Montreal. Weimer down on the ice. Still digging for it. Keane slashing away. The Bruins keep it in. That is Weimer. Backhanded it in deep. Nearing the 5-minute mark of the third period. 1-0 Boston. The goal by Poulin. The power play. Canadiens broken up by Leach. Now it rolls back to Weimer. Weimer. Donato over the line. Juno ran a shot. A save. And fighting for the puck was Leach, and he was knocked down. Canadiens start back. Corson checked. The follow-up by Carpenter. Corson wraps it in. Blocked for Don Sweeney by Moog. Don Sweeney and Juno able to clear it out. This has got to be all out, Montreal. Boy, they'll abandon the goal, and icing called against Boston. 14:35 left, third period. Boston 1, Montreal nothing on Nestle.
Sullivan Tire. Tire is part of our name, but it's only part of our business. And when we say visit a Sullivan Tire near you, we mean it. Sullivan Tire Family Car Care Centers. When it comes to your car, we never tire.
Joe Juno thinking 5-0 coming in on Patrick Roy. That's for Roy now. He's also thinking 5-0. He's going to get it with his stick. No, he didn't. He got it with his leg. That's scary. Don Sweeney here, you're going to know you're going to get hit.
Oh, he didn't take the worst of that, though,
No,
did he?
he didn't. He got up high enough. There's a little slash. You don't call that a slash?
And the faceoff is back. Breezeball with it. Screen shots kicked out by Andy Moe. Goes to the corner, and LeBeau was there. Bruins didn't know where it was. And now it's behind the net. Batted around, still behind the net. Plenty of action. Digging for it, Leclerc. And Turgeon. Turgeon comes out with it. Turgeon checked all the way by Oates. Oates broke him up. They go to the boards, though, fighting for it. Now Weimer able to get it. Wrapped it around the boards. Reed with it. Reed to Murray. Murray broken up. Brisebois to Turgeon. Broken up by Oates, but it's picked up by Leclerc. Shot in. Stayed. Another one by Turgeon. This one is blocked and deflects into the stands off Murphy and a face-off call. Boston 1, Montreal nothing. Third period on Nesson.
Oh, Gabriella Sabatini, where's your serve?
In your face.
Hey, Roger Clemens, where can I catch a rocket?
In your face.
Yo, Charles Mann, where's a Super Bowl winner on Sunday nights?
In your face.
ESPN your face. Sport ESPN first, because great sports are always
in your face. In your face. En tu cara.
ESPN, ESPN your face.
Right here, Adam Oates. Puck pursuit so important. He knows he's got the body, but let's make sure the puck doesn't go anywhere. That is excellent defense by Adam Oates. Then he protects it against the boards. Lifts his foot up, lets Weimer take it. Tremendous ability to know where the puck is. I am really impressed with him as a complete all-round centerman. We didn't get to see him enough when he was in St. Louis or in Detroit. What a tremendous player he is.
Bob Sweeney and Skrudlin on the faceoff in the Boston zone. Carboneau was out there with Courtnall. Bob Sweeney wins it for Hervé. Hervé is on with Don Sweeney. Juneau winding up. Able to get it out. Stopped by Hill. Got it back. And with it, Courtnall. Courtnall over the line on Hervé. Stops, cuts, shoots. Saved by Andy Moog. Seemed to hit him in the mask. Bruins can't clear it out. Drive by Desjardins. Blocked. Knocked to center ice by Juneau, who blocked it. Desjardins trying to come in again. Stopped on the play. Loose puck. Bruins. Juneau. Lead. Donato. Over the line. Stop. Juneau. Shot. Saved by Roy. What a chance. Juneau and Donato setting up with great play.
I don't even think Patrick knew he had it.
No concept. But right in his glove, he just took it. He said, I thank you.
The more you watch Juneau and Donato together, they're like two little magicians out there.
Right here, this is a tough pass to hold on to, but Juneau gets it to him. Donato, a little drop pass. There's the shot. Now, Roy thinks he's behind him. Oh, no, it's in my hand. Now, watch the reaction of Roy. He's looking behind him. He has no idea. Then he must have felt it.
Yeah.
So, uh-oh, this isn't part of my equipment.
A live grenade.
7 minutes played, third period. 1-0 Boston. Dave Poulin power play goal. Set up by Reed and Oates in the second period. Boston 24 shots, Montreal 22. Poulin, Doris, Lazaro. Ball to Schneider. Schneider stopped at center ice. That was Doris' persistence, staying close to him. Back in the Montreal end. Roy trying to clear it out, and Poulin keeps it in. Poulin in the corner. Wants to be careful. Checked by Schneider. Does not want to make a pass that sends the Canadiens away, and Duras gets it in front. And the Canadiens forced to clear it as Duras put it right at the crease. All the way down to Andy Moog for Murphy. And Murphy out. Up for Poulin. Tough to handle. Knocked back in. Broken up by Murphy. Cleared away. Schneider now. And Muller. Muller able to clear it in. Wesley goes to the corner. Wesley holding. Up the boards. Lazaro can't handle it. Wesley covers. Down to Murphy. Murphy up for Duras. Knocks it out. Poulin going for it. Poulin has Reed open if he can get it to him, but he can't do it. Bruins will get chances like that. And Dion starts it back now with Muller. And broken up by the Boston defense, and with it, Don Sweeney. Center ice. Coming hard. Over the line. Closing. Going deep. Don Sweeney spilled in the corner. Leach with it. Leach for Reed. Reed holding. Reed checked by Gilchrist. Bruins keep it in. Reed trying to put it in front. Knocked away. And cleared by Dion. Back is Don Sweeney in a race with Keane. Takes the hit. Weimer. A battle. Bruins get it. Leach trying to clear. Can't. Daigneault drives it back in. Don Sweeney trying to clear it. He wants a change, and they get the whistle. And it is Boston 1, Montreal nothing. Third period on Nesson.
International soccer returns to Foxborough Stadium in June. It's a World Cup soccer preview as U.S. Cup 92 rolls into Foxborough. The national teams of Ireland and Italy face off on June 4th, and the national team of Portugal takes on the Irish on June 7th. Call now for ticket information. 1-800-USA-0647. Last year, a record 51,000 fans attended the USA-Ireland match in Foxborough. So don't get shut out. Call for your U.S. Cup tickets today.
Whatever advantage Ron Francis gave the Penguins late in the second period with that goal, negated by Mark Messier. Snaps a wrist shot past Tom Barrasso, his second of the night. Early in the third period, the Rangers again up by 2. 4-2 now in the third.
Here in this one, 5 shots Montreal, 3 for Boston here in the third period. 11:25 left. Total shots 24-22 Boston. Face off with Juno Gilchrist just inside the Boston blue line. Waiting for them to set up. Kept in. Brisebois shot. Missed the net. Long rebound. Kept in again by Daniel. Wesley with it. Logging a lot of time on defense. Works it out for Juno, who is out there with Bob Sweeney and Ted Donato. Sweeney goes in deep. Knocked down on the play. The puck to the backboards, and Gilchrist starts it away. Up on the right side. A flip pass from Corson. Corson broken up with a poke check by Hervé. Sweeney breaks up a play, tries to set up Donato, can't. Pass here, Brisebois to his teammate Gilchrist is a 2-line offside, and the Bruins staying on top of the Canadiens to force passes like that.
They are. This is tough hockey. This is difficult hockey. Anybody that makes a good play now, this just feel. Just instinct is what both teams are going on right now. Not set play, just instinct.
Rick Bowness has shortened the bench. Gord Hines is not on defense. Hervé is. So he's using 5 defensemen. And we're seeing a lot of Ted Donato in a crucial game. And Juno, of course, was played superbly.
I'll tell you, Ted Donato is a quality player.
Well, that's a good move, too, Jerk. I mean, Montreal's D has to be tired. Teddy's got fresh legs, hasn't skated a lot tonight, and great hands.
Oates is out there with Leach and Reed. 1-0 Boston. Center ice, Murphy breaks it up. And Oates able to flip it in. Canadiens started back. A lead for Turgeon. Turgeon going for it, but first is Weimer. Weimer turns the net up to Oates, out of the zone. Flipped right back in by Desjardins. Murphy on it. Away from Turgeon. Up the boards. Cleared out. Back for it, Desjardins. Oates after him. In the center ice. Puck goes to Turgeon. He's coming on Murphy and has a trailer. Cuts. Broken up. Murphy, the quick clear out. Halfway through the third period. 1-0 Boston. Dave Poulin, the power play goal. LeClaire able to clear it in. Back for it, Murphy. Up for Oates. Oates drops it out as Rick Bowness changes up. Duras out there. Lazaro. That means Poulin at center. Courtnall winding up. Up the boards, the Canadiens. Poulin checks the play, steals it, has it inside the line. Shot to save Roy. As Poulin looks for number 2. Short side save. Skrudland breaks it out. In the center ice, over the line for Courtnall. He stayed onside. His shot is blocked short side by Mo. Lazaro breaks it out. Pass stopped by Schneider. Schneider chased. Loses to Poulin. Oh, what a defensive job. Poulin, Lazaro, Duras. Lazaro's shot set up by Poulin goes over the net. Duras. Atlin keeps it in. Lazaro in the corner. Doesn't want to give it away. Gives it to Duras. Duras is checked. Juno is out there now. And Courtnall gets it. 9 minutes left. Third period. Juno back checking. Breaks up Courtnall. His pass to Duras is offside, and the Bruins will take that whistle. It is Boston 1, Montreal nothing. Third period on Nesson.
Now, held over, a coast-to-coast savings event. Announcing the National Jeep Sale at your Jeep and Eagle dealer, where you can still save over $2,900 on the rugged Jeep Cherokee. plus save up to $900 on the freedom-loving Jeep Wrangler. These offers mean stock is selling fast, so see your Jeep and Eagle dealer today, because while our vehicles know no limits, our sales do.
Get the advantage at your New England Jeep and Eagle dealer now.
Tremendous back checking right here. Dave Reed, you think, is out of the play. Got back in it, poked it away from Turgeon. Murphy clears. Canadians coming up the right side of the building. Court now. Joe Juneau back checking, clears it back in. That's the kind of hustle that is very difficult to get away from.
Turgeon looked like he put himself offside on that play, Derek.
I thought he did.
Draw to Murphy. Murphy drives it in. Bruins with Oates, Bob Sweeney on the right, Dave Reed on the left. 8:48 left, third period. 1-0 Boston. Dave Poulin the score on a power play. Dion gives it to Muller. Muller is over the line. Deep. Check. Reed. Reed lost it to Savard. Savard behind the net. Wheels around the corner. Check. Broken up by Oates. No. Kept it in. Beautifully. Backhander and a save by Andy Moog. What a show by Savard. Oates had him. But he got it back again and put a threatening backhander on. It is Boston 1, Montreal nothing in the third period on Nesson.
Describe your health plan.
Well, when we get sick, they pay for the doctor.
Or the hospital.
Or the hospital.
Most of it.
Yeah.
That's not really a health plan. This is a health plan. Tufts has more than 4,000 doctors, comprehensive hospital coverage, coverage for worldwide emergency care. Doctor visits are just a few dollars, and Tufts automatically gives you membership in a fitness club and even the diet workshop. Now that's a health plan.
The diet workshop, huh? Honey, maybe you could give me a ride there.
Maybe you could walk.
Excellent defensive work by Adam Oates on him and Denny Savard. Now watch Oates stay with him. He's got it, kicks it up, stays with Savard, got it again. Savard, tremendous work to get it himself and get a nice shot away. Andy Moog with the save. Gilbert Dion in the crease.
Tucked down, the shot by Savard goes wide. He's flipped out by Don Sweeney. Back is Hill. Poulin, Lazaro, Doris. Savard. Long pass up in the center ice. Don Sweeney able to block that one. Give it to Doris safely. Now Doris lost it. Canadians break. Dion over the line. Dion trying to slide it in. Broken up. And out comes Doris. 3-on-2. Murphy coming up. Lazaro over the line. Off for Doris. Doris a backhander. A save by Roy. Bruins will get chances like that. 7:46 left. Poulin breaks it up on Savard. Puck kept in by Doris. Quick change by Rick Bowness on the fly. Daniel forced back by Leach. Canadians forced to try and clear it out. Can't. Wesley stayed at the line and kept it in. And Leach gets it. Behind the net, a shot that's blocked by Roy. Almost a turnaround. Juneau has it. Juneau holding. Wheeling. In for Leach. Leach looking for Wesley. Can't get it to him. Breezeball with it. Trying to clear it out. Does. Maybe icing if it spins over that goal line. Hervé back. Icing. 7:05 left. Marvelous attack by the Boston Bruins there. And a turnaround by Leach almost paid off. With the score, Boston 1, Montreal nothing. You're watching Boston Bruins hockey on Nesson.
Tonight's game is being brought to you in part by Bud Light. Everything else is just a light. By New Advanced Formula Mobile One. By the Discover card. It pays to discover, the card that pays you back. And by your New England GMC truck dealers. It's not just a truck anymore, it's quality on the road.
Steve Leach almost jammed it in on a wraparound on Roy. Watch Stevie come away.
Great play by Donato to force his man off. Leach read the play well, gets the shot away, goes off the right side of the body of Patrick Roy. But the Bruins down low in the corners when they work the puck like that. Extremely difficult to make a good play. To send somebody away. Montreal pressed on occasion. Bruins cannot forget that. Have to have somebody back.
Oates on the faceoff. Murray and Reed on the wing. In the corner. Bruins fight for it. Derek, discuss their corner play when they attack like that. They can't just throw a pass out. and have the Canadiens break
you got to
away.
be careful. You got to be careful about dumping it out there blind.
And
No
so
doubt about that.
That limits your attack. This clear, racing for it. Moog is chucked behind the net. Wheeler trying to drive it out. It deflected off. Keane went into the stands, but Gregson says no. Face-off is to the right of Andy Moog.
In the corners like that, Fred, when you have the Bruin, he's looking in front of the net, but people are pretty well positioned on the far boards, etc. You want to throw a puck out front, the Canadiens will spring out of their own end. You don't want that. That'll trap 2 men deep.
So it limits your attack.
It limits the attack somewhat. That's the way the Bruins play. It's not going to be it's going to be a hard-working goal. It won't be the pretty one because the guy positioned with you takes away the pass if the Canadiens come up with it. So you got to give up a little offense to make that sound forechecking defense work.
6:39 left, third period, 1-0 Boston. The draw is back for Wiemer as Oates wins the draw. Around the boards, knocked out to the Canadian line. Oates in pursuit of Hill. Schneider just throws it out. Corson able to connect with it. They work it over the line. Loose, still loose. Bruins try to clear it. Schneider has it. His shot blocked by Bob Sweeney. Cleared out for Reed. Reed drills it in. Bruins change up. Bob Sweeney stays out there. Lazaro, 2. Oh, he's hammered down with the puck to Poulin. Poulin gets it away for Wesley. Shot! Screen! It's just blocked. Deflects away. Lazaro poking it up. Fighting for it. Poulin! Just broken up by Roy in front of the net. As the Bruins attack. Now Leclerc breaks it up. Leclerc try to move it in. LeBeau has to wind up. LeBeau throws it to the Boston end. Back is Wesley. Wesley flipping, gets it out. 5:36 left. A high stick called against somebody, so that forces a face-off at center ice. 5:34 left. Third period, 1-0 Boston. The goal by Poulin, second period on a power play. Boston 27 shots, Montreal 24.
Jeff Lazaro checking to see that he still has a head. What a wallop he takes.
Well, you've got Schneider with no stick. He gets a forearm shiver in the head. Jeff Lazaro, for a second, he really doesn't know where he is, but this is where Jeff Lazaro went. Lazaro gets back in the play, but he's in sound defensive position. It squirts it down. It comes right to Poulin, tries the forehand, just loses it. Shoots a penalty.
Holy Moses.
Well, he's let a lot of that go.
Juno out with Donato on the left and Leach on the right. LeBeau back for Daigneault. 1-0 Boston. Steal by Leach. Quick shot. The save by Roy. He covered. The Canadiens coughed it up. Bruins fighting to keep it in. Leach does at the point. Wiener took a hard hit to help keep that in. In deep. Juno trying to put it in front. Block. Leach with it. That was Donato trying to put it in front. It's back to the point. Wiener. Screen shot. Missed. And on it, Donato gets the rebound. Wheels in the zone. Back for Murphy. Murphy back for Leach. Now for Juno. Juno in front. Donato right on top of the play. Can't get it. And Leclerc breaks it out. Leclerc rushing on Wiemer. He's broken up by Wiemer. Hit by Murphy. Beautiful hit. Back to cover is Juno. Juno winding up, flying to center ice. Everybody back. He's over the line. He's wide. He goes deep. He's still going. Flying around against the flying Frenchman. And Wesley able to not keep it in. It bounces up. Don Sweeney is on it. Flips it out to the Canadian line. 4:29 left, third period. What a rush we saw by Juno. Canadians clear it away. Back is Don Sweeney. Don Sweeney winding up around the boards. For Bob Sweeney out to Oates. Gains the line. Fires across. It's intercepted beautifully by Dion. He's out with Savard. Play broken up by Don Sweeney. 4 minutes left, third period. 1-0 Boston. Don Sweeney wrestling for it. He got a piece of Muller and forced the offside. Wesley challenging Savard in front of Andy Moog.
Great hockey. Just terrific hockey.
Well, should the Bruins go on to defeat the Canadiens in this series, and then just under 4 minutes away from doing it, Nesson will be back with Game 3 of the Wales Conference Championship. That'll be Thursday, May 21st at 7:30. Tom Larson will start the evening with another award-winning edition of Bruins Digest, and Fred, Derek, and I will handle all the action here at the Garden as the Bees take on either the New York Rangers or the Pittsburgh Penguins. Follow the Bruins all the way to the Stanley Cup, beginning with Game 3 of the Wales Conference Championship right here on Nesson.
Canadians certainly have an uphill battle down 3 games to nothing, but 2 teams have done it. 1942 Toronto Maple Leafs and the 1975 New York Islanders.
Have you ever seen forechecking like that, the Bruins?
As pure a forechecking game as can be done. There isn't. You described this, but this is stand-up defense as well. And Murphy just owns Leclerc. That'll teach him a lesson about cutting across blue lines. Joe Juno on the upstart here. He just got the Jets on and going for it. Goes outside wide. Got nobody give the puck to. He's all alone. A 1-on-4 rush. Now he's got some bodies, but he's getting hampered by Desjardins.
Just under 4 minutes left. Gagnon drives it in. The Canadiens are ruled offside.
The last Bruin team to sweep a Montreal club, you have to go all the way back to 1929. Here's a look at the 29 Bruins. That was a 3 best-of-5 back then. Lionel Hitchman was on that club. Eddie Shore.
What was going on in 1929?
Dick Clapper.
It's 7 shots apiece here in the third period. We have 3:51 left. 1-0 Boston. Poulin out there with Duras and Lazaro. Forechecking. Forcing this long clear. Back for it, Don Sweeney. Gets it. Now he's checked behind the net. Loose, and a save by Andy Moog, and the Bruins just clear it off to Duras. Oh, that was a threat there. Duras sweeps it out. That was close. Duras with it, over the line now. Holds, goes deep, shot, a save or what? Holding the short side. With it, Poulin. Poulin to Lazaro. In front, deflected, Roy forced to tie it up, and that almost deflected home as Lazaro fired that at the crease. 30 shots Boston, 25 Montreal.
Jeff Lazaro wanted that one. A great rush by Duras, a good play by Poulin. Off the boards to Lazaro. Tries the wrist shot, hits a leg, and Patrick Roy trying to get some part of his body on it before Peter Duras can get to it. You want to talk about big saves. Right here, the right knee of Andy Moog gets a hold of that one.
Now the face-off to the right of Roy. Juno out there. With Leach and Donato, with Weimer and Murphy. 3:16 left, third period, 1-0 Boston. Nobody has left. Puck to Brisebois, winding up, broken up by Leach. Drives it in deeper. Canadiens, the flip up. Murphy stays at the line now. It's knocked away. Center ice, broken up. On it, Murphy, right back in the Canadian zone. Gilchrist winding up. Roy clears it away on the left. And Bruins check the play. Tie up. Corson on the boards. Leach still going for it. It's flipped out by Schneider. Pop fly into the Boston zone. Weimer with it. Weimer up the boards for Leach. Leach can't get it up, but Weimer does. And then he loses. 4 Canadians going. 4 on 2. It was off to Courtnall. Checked in deep by Murphy. That was dangerous. Bruins, Weimer gets it, able to clear it. This will be icing. Weimer has played so much. He had a chance to move it out. The Canadians came back. They had 4 Canadians moving there, but Murphy made the big defensive play.
Always somebody seemed to be coming to the fore every time a Bruin does make a mistake. Albeit Weimer got it out. Someone else is coming up big.
We referred to the 29 team, the last one to sweep the Canadiens. A lot of things happened back then. Herbert Hoover was the president of the United States. Broadway Melody was the best picture of the year. And more importantly to the current Bruins club, Fred Cusick was 11 years old.
Well, Fred Cusick saw his first game here.
Is that right?
In 1929, the Bruins beat Chicago 5-2. Eddie Shore had 2 goals.
Not as if you'd remember, though, right?
Well, you'd remember the first one, yes.
You cut your teeth on Bruins hockey right here.
That was the new Boston Garden. Oates on the faceoff with Muller. It's down. It's Savard. Back for Daniel. Screen shot blocked by Bob Sweeney. Puck loose. Bob Sweeney gets it outside the line. Lost his stick. Savard with it. Keep an eye on Roy. 2:14 left. Third period. Daniel drives it in. 1-0 Boston. Around the boards. It is tied up by Muller. Everybody. Oates gets it. Clears it out. Now Daniel with it. Under 2 minutes left. 1-0 Boston. Third period. Daniel waiting for help. Pass up, and the Canadiens break with it. Desjardins, the flip in deep. Going for it, Wesley. Wesley in the corner with it. Trying to move it out. He's checked on the boards. It is kept in. Dion moving up. Checked by Oates all the way. Rawak goes out. Oates gets it. Around the boards. Bob Sweeney, nobody in the net. Bob Sweeney can't clear it out. Kept in by Savard. Extra man on. And up the boards. Not out yet. Kept in. Bounces away for the Canadiens. And it's flipped in front. Knocked away. 6 minutes for the Canadiens. 1-0 Boston. 1:12 left. Around the boards. Reed able to clear it out of the zone. Canadiens have to regroup. Bob Sweeney in pursuit of Schneider. Schneider gets it away over the line. It is Corson in front. Saved by Andy Moog on Dion. That was headed for the corner. A drive in front blocked and cleared out softly by Don Sweeney. 50 seconds left. Nobody in the nets. Fortnall up the boards. Broken up. And here's an empty netter. It is Doris going in. The Bruins win and win the series. Poulin set it up for Doris on the empty net. 44 seconds left.
Let's enjoy this crowd. They are ecstatic in Boston Garden. Montreal Canadiens, 44 seconds left. Peter Doris, Dave Poulin combined for a 2-0 lead.
Well, debris thrown on the ice. Let's look at the fans. They say it all.
Peter Doris made absolutely no mistake. Was not going to try anything tricky. Rick Bonas put Peter Doris in this lineup. He had him in Winnipeg. Knew he could play. Gave him a chance, and he did. Gilbert Dion, rookie Montreal Canadiens. You'll see a lot of great things out of that young man in the future. Pat Burns.
Rick Bonas just looked down to Andy Moog. And what a stop he made on Dion. A moment to go.
Andy Moog's kind of forgotten in all of this. Because we've been raving about the penalty killing and the poke checks.
Raymond Rourke.
Ray Bourque's a happy man.
Rick Bonas. Well, technically there's 44 seconds left. But how in the world could Montreal score 2 goals when they have had a lot of problems in the third period trying to mount an attack?
Well, what you have right now, Pat Burns is going to be second guessed for this choice. But what he did is he pulled Patrick Roy when no one in the building expected it. With well over a minute and 15 seconds left. The Bruins did not know that he was out of the net. What happened is the people that were on came off. The people that were on the bench knew that he was out. Peter Doris went to a loose puck.
Well,
Dave Poulin made the play to Peter Doris.
Dave Poulin has a goal, assisted on the empty netter. The Bruins digging down. We're going to have a long delay here as everything's been thrown on the ice. Well, I don't know why, but...
Mostly Bruins. It's excitement. People are excited.
Dennis Savard, and you can tell a lot by that look.
There's nothing to be ashamed of. He had a tremendous playoff against Hartford, led the team in scoring. Worked very hard when it was 1-0. Tremendous rush by Savard, almost tied it. Save for Andy Moog, who's done a magnificent job.
The total shots are 26 for Montreal, so they have 9 in this period, and they had one by Dion, I tell you, labeled for the corner when they took Roy out, and Andy Moog came up big. And for the Bruins, they have 10 shots here in the third period. That last goal will be Peter Doris from Dave Poulin 2-0 Boston. 44 seconds left. Watch the play by Poulin.
Right here along the line, good hustle. Poulin gets it out to Duras. There's Peter Duras, knows he's got it. You do this in practice since you're 5 years old, but make sure you hit it in the net.
And of all people, for Pat Burns, who after a game said, gee, I don't mind being beaten, but being beaten by Duras and Lazaro, I tell you, nobody on his team played better than Duras and Lazaro.
And none of the Canadians said anything dumber than that. They inspired Lazaro and Duras to come up big.
And tickets will go on sale starting Monday morning, 11 a.m. for games 3 and 4 of the Wales Conference Championship here at the Garden. Tickets can be obtained either at the Boston Garden ticket office or by calling Ticket Pro at 1-800-828-7080. Don't miss your chance to be there in person as the Bruins continue the pursuit of their first Stanley Cup in 20 years.
What you have is the Pittsburgh Penguins have tied the game up at the Igloo in Pittsburgh. Troy Loney and Ron Francis, 1 minute apart, 2 goals quickly.
If nothing else, look at Pat Burns, says it all.
Yeah, Pat Burns.
If nothing else, that shows the vulnerability of the Rangers giving up those goals.
He knows he's going to be second-guessed to death in Montreal. The Canadiens came out in the first game, 6-4. Patrick Roy had a bad night. The Bruins played okay. In the second game, the Bruins played a lot better. Montreal played a lot better. Patrick Roy still not himself. Bruins win that one 3-2. Peter Duras in overtime came back home. Win a 3-2 hard-fought battle. Both teams played extremely well in Game 3. And as you have it.
Well, he won't be voted one of the stars, but Rick Bowness made a move here in the second period. Power play for Boston, and he was disappointed the way the previous one had gone.
He didn't like
sent
the way
out
his power play was
Poulin,
working.
Reed, and Duras, his penalty killers, his checkers.
The best offensive opportunities the Bruins had up until that point were shorthanded by both Reed and Poulin.
What a roller coaster ride Rick Bowness has had from the media.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
All the poison ink.
Oh.
All the speculation.
And he handled it beautifully.
Yes, he did. Class guy, Rick Bowness. Nice man.
Here we go.
Good coach.
Poulin out there. Gets it back for Weimer. Weimer drops it softly in the zone. It is not icing. And we have 35 seconds left. 2-0 Boston. Roy is back in the net. Gilchrist winds up. Center ice. The clear in. Moe blocks it. Check. Bounces. Around the boards for Bob Sweeney. Trying to come out with it. Gets it to Poulin. Poulin clears it. Roy is out of the net. 15 seconds left. 2-0 Boston. Around for Bob Sweeney. Empty net. Poulin tries it. And it goes wide. That is it. A salute to Andy Moog. A shutout. Dave Poulin leads the attack with a goal and an assist. The Bruins sweep the Montreal Canadiens. Deservedly so.
Pat Burns, very classy, came over, shook Rick Bowness's hand. Jacques Laperriere. There's a very happy Rick Bowness. Mike O'Connell, Gordie Clark.
Now the Canadiens lining up to congratulate the Bruins, who are still celebrating with Andy Moog. The goals by Poulin on a power play from Oates and Reed in the second period. And who would expect Dave Poulin on the power play? You need him penalty killing and checking. And then he set up Duras, the empty netter. And the Canadiens congratulate Boston as Boston swept them in 4 games, playing never better than these last 2 games at home.
These last 2 games are indicative of the way this hockey club can play. This team has been settled. You've got to look at the injuries. Since the Olympics, those Olympians, you have Glenn Murray, Juno, Heinz, Stevie Heinz will be healthy enough, hopefully, for the next series. Teddy Donato. They filled holes that Rick Bowness was forced to try a shuttle service from Maine all year long. Those holes have been filled by some quality youngsters, getting good goaltending, good solid defense. The Bruins have themselves a hockey club. They have gelled. They're playing well. Now they have to pay attention to this week off that they're going to have, because the series does not start for a while. You're going to have a few days to rest some bumps and bruises and to continue this effort. Andy Moog congratulating his teammates. The Canadiens filing off. A class organization. Andy Moog is going to be the first star. He is going to also be interviewed. Right here, he's coming down for television.
That's for Canada, coast to coast. And he'll be saluted. And Joe Juno, I think, is also one of the stars. Boston 2, Montreal nothing. And we'll have the wrap-up in a moment on NESN.